Hello, happy Friday. We've come to the end of the first week, the first nearly full week of work in January. And so many people have been chit chatting on social media, asking me as well about goals. What are my goals for 2023? What do I see in 2023? And some of them have caused me to really think quite deeply about what what do I really want?
As well
How
about
do I want
goals.
to how
What
do
are
I
my
want to
goals for
live?
2020?
Whoop! I got a little cross work there going with the other phone. Sorry about that. But I really wanted to just jump on here and share what my word for the year is more than what my goals are. Because here's what I've come to know. We can set goals. We can make decisions, and I call them determined decisions. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. We can make decisions about what we want our life to look like, but it's in the action that matters. It's what we do with our vision. It's what we do with our damn plan that really matters in the end. And so my word for the year is, or actually it's more than one word, it's two. It's yes. I want to say yes to life on my terms. I want to say yes to the good things of this life. I want to say yes to being all in on what I believe in. And, and, so it's yes, and, because the and reminds me that I can't just say yes. I can't just put out a goal and say, hey, I'm going to make $1 million next year. I need to say yes, and I am willing to do what it takes and have those actions, those consistent actions I'm going to take. So if you're joining me now live, put your word for the year. If you've thought about it, pop it in the comments and inspire us. I was inspired by one of my girlfriend's word for the year, which was movement. The idea of just forward movement toward a deeper spiritual life, movement toward just movement, like get the butt off the seat and start exercising, which is something that is important to me as well. In order to run the business and live life on my terms, I have to be healthy. So, what am I willing to do to be healthy? I can say, yes, I want to maintain weight. Yes, I want to fit into those jeans. And I am willing to do what it takes to do that. And that means right after this live, I'm heading out to get on the bicycle, get back on that bicycle that I love so much and work out. So, workout partner, I'm coming. But Sherry has joined us and she said transformation. I love that. The idea of becoming or being who we were meant to be, perhaps. And that's an extraordinary word because it allows us to think forward beyond what we are, knowing that what we are is already really enough, but we can transform into yet a broader picture of who we are. So thank you, Sherry, for sharing that. And it's so important that we take action on whatever your goal is. Because here's the last point I want to make before I let you go right now today. We set those resolutions, we make goals, we say what we want. And I can tell you, and this was a conversation I had today, I can tell you, perhaps from my own personal experience, but also from the experience of the clients I've worked with, is that for some reason we will let ourselves down before we will let anyone else down. So make yourself worthy, make yourself that important that you will not let yourself down. But perhaps until then, perhaps until you have broken the habit of letting yourself down and not taking actions on your goals, perhaps keep in mind someone else that you won't let down. For me, it was a granddaughter. For me, it was my beautiful brown eyed granddaughter who I told I was writing that damn book. I told her I was writing a book. And truth be told, as in the process of writing the book, I kind of, every now and then I'd work on it. It wasn't, I had other things I could bide my time with until one day she asked me, "Well, Grandma, are you done with the book yet?" And I looked in her eyes and I said, and I could have come up with excuses. I could have said things that, maybe would have placated her for a while, but instead I told her the truth. I told her that I had not made it a priority, that it was important to me, and that I would make it a priority in the future. And I got the damn book done. And on the day we sent it to the publisher, she was in the room with me and hit that send key with me together because I was not willing to let her down. Now, a number of years later, I can tell you, I have quit letting myself down. So as you're thinking of your word for the year, as you're thinking of what you want to achieve for 2023, I want you to think of a couple things. I want you to think first about what you are actually willing to do to make that happen. What are the specific things you're willing to do to make that word a reality, to have it be the banner of your life, or make your goals a reality? What are you willing to do? Now, if you're not willing to do what it takes, there's no shame, no blame in any of that. Just admit it. I'm not willing to do what it takes to make $1 million, let's say. If you're not, that's okay. Reframe your dream, reframe what you want, and know that you must be willing to do what it takes and resolve to do it. Or, in fact, when 2023, when New Year's Eve for 2024 rolls around, you're going to go, oh, gosh, I didn't get anything done I said I was going to get done. And then you drop yourself right into that can again. And it's a vicious cycle. So only choose what you're going to do and do what you said you would. And bring your absolute best in 2023. I've got your back. I love it all. Sherry's adding in a little bit more. She said, don't let the little stuff keep you from the big stuff. I love that. Hey, Sherry, I absolutely love that. Don't let the little stuff keep you from the big stuff. Oh, there's a whole nother conversation in that I think we have to have. So next time on the live, we're going to talk about that. Putting your big stuff first, putting those priorities first. There's so many analogies that go with that. So thank you for sharing. And if you're catching this on the replay, please add to the comments of what your word for the year is. Are you willing to do what it takes? Speak it out. Speak it out to the world. We've all got your back. So you just have a fabulous second week of this brand new year, which gives you some incredible opportunities going forward.